to chop it up for this, the first Tuesday of April of 2022. If you haven't already, get your taxes done. Even if you're not getting anything back, get them done.
Get them done.
You don't want Biden and his crew coming after you. All right. My name is Kevin, host of the podcast. I'm pastor, author, entrepreneur, and podcast host. And we do this every Tuesday where it's completely unscripted, off the top, for your enjoyment, entertainment, and just because we can. I'm joined as always by my brothers. I'm going to let them introduce themselves and we'll jump into it.
Tari Watkins, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. And if you ain't got your taxes done, please know you can do an extension. You can file an extension. So if you ain't ready yet, file an extension. It's okay. Whether you get money back or with your old money, we don't need to come, never mind, I ain't gonna say that. Anyway, file an extension if you need to. And yeah.
And don't be using nobody else's kids.
Oh my God. Or giving social security numbers to your dogs or your cats or your goldfish. It doesn't matter. Now, you will get caught eventually. I ain't bailing you out. You're on your own.
Yeah, this may not be the show for me. I may need to go handle
handle your stuff, handle your business, brother.
No, I'm kidding, man. I don't have a goldfish.
Neither do I.
Right. Darian Lewis, Tulsa, Oklahoma. As always, glad to be here. Kevin, you forgot all around good guy. So.
Oh yes.
We getting grimy today? Is that what's about to happen? We're
getting down and dirty? Is that what we're doing?
I'm going to just say, get the petty meaty ready.
Man, we have to find one of those.
We got to find one, yes.
We have to find one.
As we mentioned on the last episode, national holiday, my birthday was last week.
Yes, it was.
It just seems that it's just amazing how things worked out. Got amazing love and support and everything from family, friends, what have you. Even God was smiling on me because the Duke lost, and then LeBron and the Lakers are all but out of the playoffs.
Oh, they done, bro. They were done a long time ago. They toast, bro. They terrible.
So it's just like, look, I'm happy. I'm excited. 50 and having fun.
Man, you just feel like the stars have aligned and God is trying to show you, son, I got you.
Who's your quarterback for the Bears again?
Oh, Justin Fields. Hey, we'll take it.
Who?
Justin Fields, definitely not Trubisky.
You're definitely right. It's not Trubisky, that's for sure.
And then, Matt, did y'all see Magic's kind of spilled the beans on LeBron as a GM?
No.
So LeBron,
why is he spilling when he's not even associated with the organization anymore?
Well, so Magic was on First Take and Stephen A. Smith and what have you, and talking about how he had gotten wind and gotten it worked out. DeMar DeRozan, who now plays for the Bulls, wanted to go back home to L.A.
Right.
Deal was pretty much done. All L.A. had to do was basically make the adjustment. He said it was all set. Magic's like, I went on vacation, did my stuff, come back. All I'm hearing is how Westbrook and LeBron and AD all started talking, and all of a sudden now you got Westbrook in there, and DeMar signs with Chicago.
Oh,
and here's what Magic said. Magic was like, look, if they had done that deal for DeMar, they could have kept a lot of their players like Caruso, and I forgot who the other person was. They could have kept their players who are the defensive players, had some scorers, had some playmakers, and they'd be fighting for the Western Conference Finals right now.
We think. AD still would have gotten hurt.
True.
I mean, because he's tissue paper. I mean, true. So.
But they would have had some defense, and DeMar would have balled.
DeMar
is balling for Chicago.
But the rest, the other stuff probably still would have happened. I mean, they've played together, how many games? 11? 12? If that, I think.
But again, just shows you the greatnest of the llama.
I mean, I can't argue with that. I mean,
the llama wants, the llama gets.
Hey,
it was a bad pickup.
The llama wants to lose, the llama loses.
It's the Geritol crew. I mean, Or maybe Magic is just
Uh,
upset because of the Winning Time TV show. I don't know. Maybe he's upset with that.
Yeah, but he's got his own documentary coming out that we'll definitely have to check out, coming out soon, or a series or something coming out soon.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, I think he said on Hulu, so I'll
Oh,
check it
okay.
out. All
That'll be
right.
interesting.
So, in other news, how do you guys cook your chicken? For cooking fried chicken, how do you cook fried chicken?
Is this a rhetorical question or is this a real question?
Because I'll explain.
Okay.
So,
I was about to give you the rundown. I'm just saying. But go ahead.
so basically, Paula Patton, the award-winning not actress, yeah,
I really had no idea who she was until the video.
We gotta get what?
What was she in?
Deja vu.
Oh, you know how long ago that was? You know, I've slept since then, bro. I've deleted my cookies and cleared my cache since then. You know how long ago that movie was? I remember Denzel, and that's it.
Yeah, I mean, she's
Mission
been in
Impossible?
some movies. She was
Which
in
one?
Hitch.
Mission Impossible 3, I believe.
Oh, she's the one from Hitch?
Yeah, she's in Hitch.
Oh, okay,
She was in
I
Jump
know
in the
she-
Broom.
Yeah,
She was
I
in
know who
Baggage
she is.
Claim.
Okay, I know who she is. Okay, those other movies, I have no idea what they were, but I know what
She was in Hitch?
Yeah,
No, wait a minute. Who was she in Hitch?
she was.
She wasn't the main girl.
No,
No.
Okay, then you have to think of something else then, because I don't remember her in Hitch. I'm thinking of
Yeah,
the
I
main
don't
girl, but
remember
that's not
Hitch
her.
either.
yeah, I'm trying to see. She was in Jump in the Broom, Baggage Claim.
Nope.
She was like the ex-girlfriend in Just Right or something like that.
Nope.
Right? The sister?
Yeah,
Keep going.
she was in. I mean, a bunch
Lord,
of stuff that
man.
does. Yeah, she's been
Or
in a
you
bunch
just-
of stuff. She was in Two Guns.
I really don't. The movies that he's mentioned, I have never seen. I've seen Hitch,
So that's why
but I don't
say
remember her from Hitch.
award-winning not actress. I don't think she's a great actress at all.
Is
She
she?
plays the same. In my opinion, she pretty much plays the same character. She's attractive, but she pretty much plays the same character over and over and over again.
Bro, we can run down
More-
a long list of folks.
Morris said she's fine.
That's
That's
all you
all you need to know.
Well, I mean, I can say the same thing about Rosario Dawson, but at least I know who she is.
Exactly.
Yeah, but that's a different caliber of acting, though.
Right.
You're not wrong.
Rosario can act.
Yeah, that's a completely different.
And hopefully she
caliber.
can cook fried chicken.
Yes. All right. So getting
Yeah,
back
let's
to the
get
story.
back to the.
Getting back to the story. All right.
Oh, what's up, Morris? I just realized he popped in. My bad. Go ahead.
So she's doing her TikTok, cooking with Paula, I guess. I don't know. So she's cooking chicken, showing how her mother taught her how to cook chicken. So at least she starts off by washing the chicken. Okay.
Barely.
There's debate on whether you wash chicken or
Barely.
not. Most people, especially if you try to fry chicken or whatever, you'll wash the chicken, right?
You always get the feathers off at least.
At least, right?
Yeah.
She just runs some cold water on it, sprinkles it out, and then
Like she was a Catholic priest and just
yeah, she's
sprinkled
like
it.
blessing the sink as she does it. Then
Getting
she puts
salmonella
it-
everywhere.
She at least puts it in flour,
Just flour.
just flour, not a
Just flour.
seasoning at all.
Just flour.
Just gold, all-purpose flour, just flour.
Just flour.
In a Ziploc bag, and she's like just shaking around. She doesn't like
No, she didn't
toss it.
shake it. She was
She
like,
just moves it around. She massages it around. Okay.
his face.
Then she puts it in the oil, in the grease.
Which wasn't hot enough.
And then she seasons it. She's like, you got to get your lollies. She at least has.
Wait.
You gotta stop.
Wait.
Darius about to pass out already.
God, I can't breathe. What?
Yes.
He's not lying. I watched the video.
It's she puts.
It's
It's
in the grease.
in the oil.
It's
You
in the
see
oil
it bubbling.
frying.
You see it bubbling. And then she's like, okay, and you got to get your seasoning. So she at least, I'll give her credit. She at least has some good, some
She has
seasonings.
some-
She has the
yes.
basics of seasonings, in my opinion.
Right. Yes.
She's got the Lowry's, she's got the paprika, and she's got the black pepper.
But that's it.
That's the basic.
Keep going, Kev. Keep going.
Okay.
Keep going.
So
That wasn't the punch.
this is the chicken. She's literally like, the chicken's in the oil.
In the oil. She's sprinkling it on the chicken in the pan.
Then she's like, you gotta turn it over so that it can get on all the sides of it.
She flips it and then seasons the other side.
That's the equivalent of just putting seasonings in the air fryer and letting the air blow it around, thinking that it's going to season your chicken.
Did you see the chicken when she pulled it out? The first side that she put the seasoning on was black.
Yeah.
Because it burnt.
Yeah.
When she turned it over into the grease, the oil, I saw somebody's comment. They said it's like eating a bowl of Captain Crunch and drinking the milk with it.
Oh no, she was very serious.
She was dead serious.
She was extremely serious. Like someone discovered this because it's actually a few weeks old.
Yeah.
But someone just was like, "Oh, you just made my day," and just like here.
She took a bite of that chicken, and it sounded like the Crypt Keeper made it. I mean, it was. That was all the way through crunch, not just the outside.
This is literally up on the New York Post website.
Yes. TMZ had it out too. Yes. Everybody. Yes.
Everybody got it.
Because okay,
This is the epitome of the pretty girl that can't cook but thinks that she can.
Oh, right. She was saying. Oh, she said it was fantastic.
It was struggle chicken. It was struggle chicken. Because I mean, now I haven't. I don't cook fried chicken anymore. I'm trying to eat healthier. What have you?
Of course,
so I haven't really fried chicken in a while. But even when I was making fried chicken, or even when I do anything fried, if I'm doing, like we'll do catfish nuggets and stuff like that.
Yes, yeah.
I gotta put my seasonings in my flour.
And also, you can season the actual meat itself.
Yes. So typically, what I'll do is, because especially if we're doing catfish nuggets or something, I might do an egg wash that has my seasonings in it. My flour has my seasonings in it. My meat has the seasonings in it. I'm doing all this because I want that flavor all the way through. So that no matter which angle you bite it from, you're getting some seasonings.
I literally want to be seeing every little bite I take.
Exactly.
Gets the flavor. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
So for this, it was like, first of all, the wash of the chicken. Okay,
I'll let that pass.
I'll let that pass. Not everybody does that. I'll let it pass. The flour, you just massaged it in there. You really didn't coat it, so I'm sure there were some bald spots on that chicken. But then to season the oil, basically that's what she did. She seasoned the grease.
Oh, baby. That's all I got. Oh, baby.
Bless her heart.
That's like the old pastor's joke of basically he either marries her because she's cute or she sings.
Oh, wow.
And it's basically like, yeah, you
just went there.
Because she can't cook.
You just...
Yeah, you can't.
I ain't heard that in a minute.
Yeah, that's wow.
Yeah.
Bless her heart.
Wow. That's all I got. Just wow. It's just, boy, I hadn't seen that.
Somebody else called it insurrectionist chicken. Moore said you cannot domesticate a trophy.
Right? Listen, they know what they're getting married for. They know why they're there.
She tried.
Stay in your lane.
Does she have any other cooking videos? That's what I want to know.
I don't know. I just saw this today, so I didn't have a chance to dig.
If she did, then she probably took him down.
I was about to say, if she is smart,
she's taking him down already.
Taking him down. And my question is, here's the problem: when you are not regularly cooking for someone that's honest with you,
right?
Like, baby, this ain't what you do. This ain't what you do. Listen, you land movies.
Stay in your lane.
And you divorce singers. Don't do this. Don't do this. Okay.
That's like when Amy tried to make gravy for the first time. I think we'd been married. I don't even been married a year yet. She tried. She'd never made it before. She tried. And we've talked about this many times, so I'm not, disclosing anything to other people. Yeah, anytime we have to take the knife and spread the gravy, I didn't even take a bite yet, and I'm sitting there looking at it. I'm like, and she literally said, "You don't have to eat that."
Bread?
I said, honestly, I don't know if I was going to anyway. Yeah, but it was thick. It was
He
thick.
said you got to.
It was thick. And she says, "You don't have to eat that." I said, I probably wasn't going to anyway. I'm just letting you know. But yeah, it was so thick, bro. She tried. Hey, it was seasoned though.
Mm-hmm.
It was just way too much flour. Way too much flour.
Gravy pudding. Got it.
So it was thicker than that, bro. It was like cut and spread.
It was like gravy butter.
Gravy butter?
Because it sat in the bowl for a while, you know, and it kept expanding. And
it congealed and everything. Yeah.
Oh yeah, bro. It was
gravy butter.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, hey.
So I had the gravy duty from then on out because I knew how to make it. So it was. She tried though.
See, that's why, you know.
I tried. She tried.
If you have a loved one that's honest,
yes, you gotta be.
You didn't quite knock it out the park with this one, but you keep going.
You gotta be honest. Because if you're not honest, guess what? You're gonna have to keep eating that junk.
No, I get it, but I'm just saying, what you know, you don't just retire.
Oh no.
Keep going.
You keep going.
You gotta learn. You gotta figure it out.
I mean, we didn't come out the womb knowing how to cook. Everybody had to learn how to cook.
Right. True.
I mean,
make a few bad meals, undercook a few things.
Oh yeah.
Overcook a few things.
I guess time to order pizza. Yeah.
Find out what seasonings don't really work with what you're cooking.
Done that too. Yeah.
I won't tell you which kid, but one kid served eggs with cloves.
Had they had that before?
No.
Please, at least was it ground cloves or was it whole cloves?
Whole cloves.
Whole cloves? They were whole?
What was the age at least?
They were sub like 13, 12, something like that. So,
okay, all right. I'll let that slide.
It wasn't like 18, 19, 15, 16, 17 trying to cook that. No.
The whole cloves that you stick on the top of a ham when you're baking it cloves.
They were like, that looks like that would be good in eggs. Let's put that there. It's like, no, baby, that don't.
Nah, baby, that don't work.
Love you though. Thank you. But we're gonna do something different.
Okay. Let's try this.
I'm gonna do some oatmeal today.
Pepper. Let's just stick with that.
Stop.
Hey. Oregano works. Cilantro works.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, but you gotta
but not cloves.
Graduate. Yeah,
not cloves though.
To that.
Right.
Not cloves.
Right.
Yeah.
Turmeric works. Not cloves.
No, not at all. All right. And just to also, her ex-husband is Robin Thicke, if that helps you out, Tori.
Doesn't matter. He does. As you can see, it doesn't matter. Did you know who Robin Thicke is?
Keyword X. X. Yes. Yeah, I know who Robin Thicke is.
Yeah.
It's like I thought I was getting some soul food, and I got some old food.
Oh man.
Nope.
All right. So then something else that kind of came out this week was there's a podcast my wife watches. There's a couple of podcasts my wife watches, but one of them is called Pivot Podcast, which, long story short, there's another podcast with some former NFL players and sports players called I Am Athlete. These guys kind of branched off from that, started their own podcast, Dispute Over Money, which we ain't going to dispute over money because right now there is no money to dispute over anyway.
Nope.
As far as chop it up.
Yet.
But one of the guys on the Pivot podcast, Channing Crowder, who was in the NFL for 6 seasons. Yeah.
Who?
Let's see. What school did he go to? He went to University of Florida.
Who?
And he was a linebacker.
Who?
For 6 seasons.
Who? On the practice squad?
No, he was drafted in the 3rd round, so he at least got, on TV a little.
On the bench?
Let's
Carrying
see.
towels? Fetching Gatorade?
Dang, man.
by Miami. Yep.
Get-
All right. So
Hold the
just
clipboard.
just being in Miami, I mean, you ain't got to go no deeper. You- Your career started at Miami and stayed at Miami. That doesn't.
yeah,
What else you need to say?
yeah. When you got released,
He got wait a minute. He got released by Miami.
yep.
Ooh,
Well,
Well, he
that's
was
what I'm saying.
he was in there. Let's see. Did he
So-
play his entire season with them or entire career?
So exactly who?
Exactly. So
Yeah, from he did 5 years
And why
Okay.
does
or 6
this
years.
dude? This dude is bringing smoke to Russell Wilson. Okay, you know what? Never mind.
So on the podcast, he basically was making the statement that Russell Wilson's a square and he's wondering why Sierra is with him. How does she go from Future rapper
Right.
to Russell Wilson, who he says is a square, and says it must just be money. Let me talk about
Boy,
Sierra.
Darian is ready. Hey, the floor when it's time. The floor.
Yeah,
is yours, bro.
I'm just gonna lay the groundwork here.
You see me over here shaking like what?
But you struggling right now, bro.
Sierra went from Future with like 30 baby mamas and 32 babies or something like that. Goes from that to Russell Wilson. It's got to be about the money. And wait, she's Sierra.
Hello?
Sierra did have a couple of hits. I'm not saying that she's like balling,
No,
but
no.
I don't think that she's money motivated as far as who's going to be my sugar daddy. So, fellas, Darian, I know you got something to say. Go ahead.
Floor is yours, brother.
You basically tapped on where I was going to go, because the first thing I was going to say was or ask was or say, obviously this dude is single, has been single, and has no clue who women are. Like he doesn't have a clue who women are, because the idea that she's with him only for his money. Now here's my thing. Then she's a smart girl. At some point, we're going to quit discounting the fact that women want security, that it is a major driver in their decision-making process. And
Shoot,
when we get
men
to
want
that,
security.
men want security, but it's not as much of a driving decision maker
I get-
as
yeah, I
it is
get
for
it.
women.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't care if she does have a couple of million in the bank. The woman in her would still want to know that her man has the ability to take care of any and everything. That he has the ability to do more than she. That feels secure. That feels for the traditional setup. That feels normal. So
Right.
the idea that you're gonna try and bag on her about and in future, really, dude, the drama, the craziness,
The instability. I mean,
Yes.
it's
you know what I'm saying? It's like, dude, whatever, man. So yeah, this cat, man, get a career. First of all, get a career. Second of all, get a wife.
Well, he
And-
does
and-
have
and-
he does have a wife.
Oh, does he?
He does have a
That's
wife.
scary. That is scary.
Yeah, he
I
is
wanna see
married
this
to
woman.
he is married to
I
a
wanna
woman
see this
named
woman.
Aja, and they've appeared on the show Baller Wives. Okay.
well, that says
NUFFSED.
enough said.
Yeah. Now, here's the other thing as I'm looking through, and this is where I probably know him more, because he's the one who in an interview in 2012 said that he confessed to urinating in his pants every game while in the NFL.
Okay, there are a lot of NFL players who do that, especially linemen. But why are you putting that out there?
Why? Right? Why are you?
I mean, it's happened in high school. It's happened in college. It happens in the pros.
Bro,
Who cares?
every game now?
But it's almost like the way, if I remember, it was almost like a point of pride. In other words, I've done it in every game. It happens. Recognize it's happened in a game here and there, but it's not like I can't think that a lineman is like every game. I'm just going to
No.
not go to the bathroom
No.
before the game starts and just let it go on the field.
Well, Kev, when you're not playing or starting, I mean, you got to keep yourself busy on the bench and doing something. So you got to keep some kind of streak going.
But you got time to run back to the locker room.
Okay, so first, okay, I'm just
And
gonna say.
change clothes.
I'm just gonna say what I want to say. I don't care who this dude is, and I'm really miffed that we're actually talking about somebody that's a nobody anyway. But for the podcast's sake, we'll talk about it. I mean, obviously the dude wants attention. His talent wasn't strong enough, and no, I don't play NFL, and I don't have his talent obviously to get drafted into the NFL. I get all of that,
Right.
but there's other things that are an issue with this dude. There has to be.
Yeah.
I mean,
He-
looking at
okay.
his past, what he's done, what he's said, and then this, bro, what are you trying to cover? What are you trying to compensate for? What I mean, it's I don't.
So-
I'm done talking about him.
Is he new? Is he new to this podcast?
No.
Was
No.
he a guest?
No, he's
He's a co-host.
Co-host of it.
And he's been on here the whole time?
Yeah, because actually I Am Athlete is the podcast that I think was Brandon Marshall and some others started.
Is it Brandon? Who's the other dude? He's on ESPN sometimes. I forget his name.
But it's a pretty popular podcast. I Am Athlete.
Yeah.
In fact, Tarshik got me watching it a few times.
Yeah.
From there, they got into this issue of money, and so then him and two other guys split off and formed another podcast, which is still popular. Even his co-hosts were like, "Bro, I don't know about that. That don't make sense." He's on an island by himself in this
by himself.
process.
So,
He needed a hot take to become relevant again for 15 minutes.
Right.
So let me get this straight. Sierra's with Russ for his money. That's the only reason why she's still there.
And Russell's a square.
And Russ is a
square. And plus, he brought up the whole thing with Russell Wilson's girlfriend at the draft when her mouth was wide open, and they made memes about it. And he's like, "Look at her! I mean, the woman wasn't ugly, but it was an unfortunate picture. I mean, the picture does not flatter her at all. But she's an attractive woman. But in that picture, when he got drafted, it was I mean, she had the mouth of like the Denver Bronco mascot, bro. It was.
Ooh, dang.
It was. I mean, but it was. You've got to. You just Google Russell Wilson's girlfriend draft. That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking at dude and his, I guess his wife, beautiful woman, but I wish somebody would go to her and just ask her on the fly. If you had a choice, if Russell Wilson.
I'm telling you right now, Russell Wilson is a handsome man. I have no problem saying that whatsoever.
Absolutely.
Russell Wilson is a good-looking man.
But Russell Wilson handles his business.
Bro,
Yes.
he's call me a square if you want to. I don't care.
And he
You
lasted
think
more than 6
Russell
seasons
Wilson
in the
cares?
league.
Say it again.
He lasted more than 6 seasons in the league as well.
And he probably didn't piss his pants either.
No.
Oh yeah, so Morris says this is the same guy who slammed
stop
Alvin
it.
Kamara.
He's
Stop
okay. He's just trying to get some controversy going.
That's what I'm saying. He needed a
Yeah,
hot take, bro. He
he's just-
needed a
yeah,
hot take. He needs. Okay, so I'm not giving him what he wants.
Especially
I'm not
so his
speaking
wife
about
went
him
his wife went to Howard University.
yet. I'm not.
Dummy.
I'm not.
Howard
giving him one
University
right
is
here.
a HBCU.
He knows that.
It's less than Morehouse, but it's still an HBCU.
Call me back when we change the subject. All right.
Where did he go? Florida?
I'm not giving this dude any more
Yeah,
here.
University of Florida, which might just be an HBCU actually too, if we're honest.
You're not wrong.
Let's just be honest. So
Man,
You're not wrong.
Listen. All sports teams in the D1 are HBCUs, so
okay,
whatever.
except for Duke.
They get no love regardless,
No.
no matter what. I get it. But yeah, that's this dude, man. Listen.
Yeah. So
I'd
Next.
love for somebody to ask his wife, if you had a choice between keeping your man
And Russell Wilson.
and Russell Wilson,
He don't want that question asked, bro.
no.
You already
Would you?
know. Come on, man.
And I think part of the take was also the fact that that's what he considers a square. And it's like, first of all, I'm sorry. I didn't know we went back to the 70s and 80s where we
Dude,
called
right?
people
Who
square.
uses square anymore? Is it making a comeback?
I didn't realize that. But then it's like someone I saw had the take. They said, "How much has the crack epidemic helped hindered us and changed the way we think about people? If we're going to call Russell Wilson a square just because he has a job, he takes care of his family, and he's loyal to his wife,
and he's faithful to his wife, right?
If that's a square, okay,
I'm
call
sorry.
me a square all day long. 4 right angles. I'm all right with that.
Bro, I just want to get now. I just want a shirt. Don't say nothing. Just
Square. That's it. That's it. I'm telling you, man.
So, yeah.
all day, every day.
Every day.
Every
Every
day.
day is square. That's it.
Yep.
Square. If Russell Wilson is a square, I aspire. Yes.
Square days all day long.
Square, man. Dude.
Good grief. All right, man.
All right, yeah. So we'll move on. So
Now, how
shout
come he
out
doesn't
to-
say that? How come he doesn't? This is the other thing that's funny to me, and the sad point. Let's go deep for just a half second.
Yeah.
The problem that I have with even that statement is you won't say that about Aaron Rodgers. You won't say that about
Peyton Manning,
Peyton Manning, Drew Brees,
Tom Brady.
You won't go there with them.
No.
But Russell Wilson,
Russell
one
Wilson.
of the few black quarterbacks that we've got that's been to the level of success that he's been, this is where you go? Yeah, man, I got a problem. I got a problem with this dude. I got a problem with his thinking, whether it's intentional to get ratings and listens, or if he really thinks that way. In either case, both of those are foul.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Just foul. You know, if you're gonna start chipping away at marriages in the NFL, then
Next,
let's go for it.
Yeah.
If you're gonna be an idiot across the board.
Right. Be an equal opportunity in it. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're all in agreement. I knew when we were bringing it up that we would but we would all be in agreement that one is a ridiculous statement, but then two, the fact that this definition or this word of being a square is so ludicrous, so ridiculous, so juvenile. And Moore says again, same guy who says predominantly white institutions are better than HBCUs. So, yeah. So he might have been is it the Oklahoma drill? He might have gotten hit too hard in the
One too many
Oklahoma
times.
drills. Yep. He might have been hit a little too hard.
I would love for him to just have Deion Sanders as a guest one good time. Just one good time.
Yeah.
Just set that brother straight real quick. Real quick.
Somebody's probably already had that conversation. I guarantee
Please,
you. It's for
Eddie
ratings.
George.
Bro.
I mean, I go
ratings,
down.
It's got to be for ratings. I mean, seriously, all these hot takes that he's been saying over the years, it's got to be for ratings.
Does
It has to
he
be.
even understand how many Hall of Famers?
Went to HBCUs.
Hall of Famers, not just
Yes.
guys that had a career. Hall of Famers.
Right.
Football, basketball, Hall of Famers.
So you're saying he won't be in a hall or have fame?
Or
The closest he'll get to a hall of fame is being in a hall in his house. Is that what you're saying?
if he gets a ticket and walks it.
That's it. As a guest,
That's it.
visitor's pass. That's
Right.
it.
Mm-hmm. You won't even get special treatment. You won't even get VIP. Yes, sir. The ticket booth is over there.
I was in the league.
But you know who I am? Yeah. Ticket booth's over there.
Yeah, ticket booth.
Like if the podcast doesn't work out, he might be working it. He might be the guy.
He's in the ticket booth. How many do you need?
Wait a minute.
4.
Aren't you that guy? Yeah.
Hey Russ, I remember.
Oh, that would be messed up. Hey man, can you help us put this bust up? And this is Russell.
Russell Wilson.
Okay, so here's my petty thought right now.
What's that?
If I'm Russ, I'd play the long game. Once I go to the Hall of Fame,
Oh yeah.
I'd definitely at least shout him out in my my
I
acceptance
would
speech.
invite
Oh,
him.
so you want him to be Jordan? I got you.
Yeah.
I would invite him.
I was gonna
Come on
say
through, bro.
I put him on the front row.
Come on,
Be
through,
my
bro.
guest.
You my
Put him in the
special
box
guest.
seat.
Yes.
Next to Sierra.
Right next.
Oh
and
yeah.
and Sierra's son by Future. I put them right
By
there.
Future. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yep.
Go,
Yep.
Daddy.
All right.
Yeah.
Other news that's been happening today, and this one, of course, is going to be, um, how can I put it? It's a statement that once I make it, you and all of us will understand it. But of course, um, certain segments of the world will be like, "See, she must be up to something." So it came out that Stacey Abrams, 4 years ago when she ran for office for governor, was worth about $109,000. 4 years later, she's worth 3 point something million dollars. Now, you and I know we all recognize Stacey Abrams has been doing work
Yeah.
for the last 4 years. She's written
Yeah.
some books.
Yeah.
She's made
She's
speeches.
spoken. Yeah. She's
Yeah.
She even
she's been
had
around the world.
she had a cameo on Star Trek Discovery.
Yeah.
So it's obvious that yes, your money's gonna go up when you hustling, when you doing what you need to do.
It makes sense.
But of course, there is a segment of the population that is she's on the take.
Who?
She's
Who's she on a take for?
from the dark money that only seems to be navigating around Democratic circles and never dark money
Never
never
Republican.
touches the Republican side of the
Oh, don't even
side.
get me
Never
started.
Republican.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh, so we're never mind.
So
We're talking about the poll in somebody else's eye. We're not talking about the poll in ours. Is that what we're doing?
yeah,
Is that really what?
that's
Well,
exactly what's happening.
did she have to report that money? I mean, how did that even come out? 'Cause I wasn't aware of that either.
I think it's come out because she is running for governor.
This is my old really show. Like what?
Yeah, so she's running for governor again, and
Yeah.
my hope is that she wins this time.
Right.
If she
Okay,
doesn't-
so just for public disclosure,
yep.
Yeah.
yeah, you got to submit.
And no one's
taxes.
talking about how her opponent is worth like 8 million, I think.
I mean,
The question is do do Georgian politicians or governors anyway have to divest themselves of business interests while they're serving? Which we don't know right now.
Right.
I'm just saying.
I don't know.
But
You know.
but well, here's the thing though. She doesn't really have business interests because that's a question I don't know. But her opponent, who is the existing governor, so if he's got
That's my
businesses-
point. But that's my point. If he's worth 8, and obviously he's been able to keep his money,
right?
Well, obviously, yeah, you don't give your money away. Yeah.
right, and whatever assets
Yeah.
is generated from that money in order
Yeah.
to keep that money.
Yeah, you don't give it away. Yeah.
Yeah. Why would we have this issue? Lord, people.
I don't get it, man.
People, I do get it. People just we are in this extremely toxic environment right now. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
3.9 million
bro.
is chump change compared to what the Republicans acquire while in
Oh,
office.
yeah.
Yeah, we're not even going to talk about how all of a sudden people are making stock trades based upon reports and based upon briefings. We're not going to talk about how people all of a sudden started investing in Moderna and what have you.
And yet those are never investigated.
Ever.
But yeah, if someone actually seems like a real threat, I
Right.
promise you, they would not care about her money if they didn't really believe
She
this
was a
woman-
threat. Yeah.
right? That this really could be her time,
Yeah.
because of what she did, what she was able to achieve. Once they threw everything at her,
Mhm.
and she still almost won.
Hmm.
So yeah, this is, and we're probably gonna see more. We're probably gonna hear more.
Oh, I'm
it's an
sure we
old-
will.
Oh yeah, it's an old lawyer's trick. I'm gonna say something that I know is gonna be thrown out. It's gonna be stricken, but the jury cannot take it out of their minds.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. So uh, I wish her the best, and I definitely hope she wins. That woman is extremely powerful. You guys remember when we were talking about this the last? Well, we talked. Has it been that long?
Yeah.
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 Wow.
Yeah.
So yeah, when I had mentioned the idea of her being picked for a cabinet position, and you guys kind of set me straight, that that would be actually limiting.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I didn't really think about it until you really brought that out. How you're absolutely right. This woman is a force to be reckoned with.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And if she here's the thing, if she gets governor, there's a very good chance. Honestly, there's a very good chance. Give her a few terms, a run for president would be
Yeah.
viable.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. It wouldn't surprise
legitimate.
me at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, would be
Yeah.
very, very legitimate. Depending on the level of reform she can actually bring to Georgia.
Yeah. Because I mean, if you think about it, just looking at the Democratic Party, there's not a whole lot of next ones up, right? The speculation, of course, is that at some point Biden is going to step down so that Kamala can take over and become president. Cory Booker.
I was just going to mention his name. Yeah.
Yeah, Cory Booker is a great cheerleader, but I don't see him as being president.
He wasn't able to raise the funds. I mean, that's why he dropped out so quickly. Because I liked Cory Booker, but he didn't have that money momentum that the other ones had, so he had to bow out early. And I really just don't know why people aren't sticking to him. There's something about it. People
Oh, I
just
can
aren't.
tell you.
What is that?
And this is very shallow, but before you ever get to his track record, before you ever get to his level of experience and even political expertise,
Mm-hmm.
his persona has an air of weakness to it to the majority of the public.
I
And
can
as
see
long
that.
as he's never now, if he gets the right coach and gets put in the right situations where he addresses certain hard issues with really
Yeah.
strong verbiage, he
Yeah.
may be able to turn that around. But I don't
I
even think
agree.
they see it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I don't think they see it. And so
You're probably right with that.
if that's the case, he's always been very, even the tone of his voice. I mean, that's something he can't help. But even the tone of his voice is just this perpetual, persistent, nice guy image.
Right.
That there is an edge that you kind of want to your president. I want you to be nice, but I want you to be controlled. Because if you ever need to, come off the chain, we can trust that you will. If you ever need to step up and make some hard decisions, we trust that you're not going to shy away from that.
Yeah.
And
It's like the father or the excuse me, like the father or mother, the parent that's they're good people, they're nice, but if it's about to pop off, you want them to be the one to pop off because it's in them, it's there.
Right.
That's not the person you want to test,
Right.
because
Right.
that they have that in them, and you can see glimpses of it. So,
oh wow,
That's that's kind of, I think I've heard that as
which is interesting.
I'll be honest with you, that's terrible.
I agree.
Yeah.
That's a very interesting take on a very black man. You
Well,
know what I'm
I
saying?
mean-
It's not like
Honestly, it doesn't matter what you can hear that no matter what you look like. I was told that in college.
Mm-hmm.
I was told that I wasn't black enough. Okay,
Really?
almost cussed. What the heck does that mean? And so yeah, I was told that. I mean, yeah, and it wasn't by people that were white.
Well,
So-
yeah, I would doubt that they would have the guts to say anything like that. Even if
Oh no, they
thought.
would say it in the other way that, oh, you don't listen to rap music, I'm blacker than you. I'm like, well, you're an idiot. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. I've had those conversations also. But yeah, that rubs me the wrong way. That's
And he broke up with Rosario Dawson earlier this year too.
Now wait, we can confirm he did the split.
Well, I don't know if he did the split, but
that was going to be
Like
my
this.
question.
Because I'm
Are we,
like-
are we sure he did that?
Because now I know I wouldn't vote for him for president. Like you are
Boy.
an idiot.
Okay, that's why
I
are we
don't know
thinking?
what happened, but y'all can fix that.
Why are we thinking the same thing? I'm like, If he broke up with her, yeah, I ain't voting for him.
Nah, man, you ain't getting my vote, Doc. Sorry. Nope.
Your critical thinking is way
Nope,
off,
it's
brother.
way off.
Yeah,
I mean, the level of exposure he would have to give in order for me to be like, oh, okay. Like Rosario would have to have some really deep, dark.
We'd have to know some stuff.
Because here's the thing: Rosario does not have the track record, let's say, that a Halle Berry does, right?
Okay,
I agree with that.
We know Halle Berry attractive, almost perpetually, right? She'll probably 103 and still be attractive.
Still
right?
look the same.
But there's a consistent theme that Halle got a little crazy.
A little?
Listen, I'm being nice.
Why? You're never nice.
It's Halle though. I'm trying to be nice.
Okay,
so
you are.
Okay.
Okay. No, he's not. He's nice when he chooses to.
I
need
we
your
need that petty
LeBron
meter.
I need your LeBron level pettiness on this
I can't
one.
give Halle the petty meter. I'm sorry. I'm tapped out from LeBron. I will say that again. Halle she touched, right?
Oh, she Kathy Bates in Misery crazy, bro. She cray. That
that movie
bro,
still is like Misery.
Oh,
that movie's legit, man. I'm telling you right now.
wow.
When she comes with that sledgehammer.
Oh my God. And what's it called? What's the term called with the sledgehammer and the railroad tire? Hobbling?
Yeah.
What is it?
Hobbling. She hobbled him.
And they showed it? Oh,
Yeah.
bro, I was in college.
It was like,
I almost dropped my popcorn. I'm like, oh, good grief. Yeah.
yeah.
So your comparison, sir, before we lose.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
On another road.
So yes. So Halle has this reputation, if you will, of being crazy, right? Rosario doesn't have that. Rosario, she doesn't have that. So for
that we know of,
us, that we know of, right? So for us looking at, let's say, Eric Benet and be like, dude, you messed up with Halle, okay. But if Cory Booker is the one that messed up with or broke off with Rosario, bruh,
that's unforgivable.
What were you thinking? I don't know if you might need to go into office. What is it? The 25th Amendment, where they take your powers because you are incompetent.
Oh boy,
dude, yeah. No, I'm sorry. If he broke up with her, you're not getting my vote back.
Who knows? Maybe she cheated on him. We don't know. Maybe she was unfaithful. I don't know. Maybe he was a square. Maybe that's what it was.
That's it. That's the word for the day.
Maybe he was a square. That's it.
He is a square.
Oh yeah,
he is a square.
Okay, and
he is a square. But here's the thing. I don't know why. Again, I don't know why people keep hating on squares.
That's my point.
Squares keep winding up at the top and the pinnacle of whatever they're in.
Yeah.
So all their critics are always like not even in the industry anymore.
No, not even close.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, you can't. I'm thinking back to Dude again. I'm just thinking, dude, you had to create a podcast about the sport. That's how far out you are. That's how far out you are. You had to create it. You had to create
one.
A platform for yourself to be a part of a league that you used to be a part of.
Well, actually, he had to basically take the idea from people that actually had created a podcast.
Oh, that's even
was a
worse.
very successful podcast.
That's
and
even
then he
worse.
had to go and say, "Well, I want to do my own."
Wow. Yeah.
And he had to partner with Ryan Clark, who Ryan Clark is doing kind of, in my opinion, as a side thing, because Ryan Clark has got that ESPN thing.
Yeah, he's got the ESPN gig.
So he's helping the brother out.
That's like me. That's like me being mad at Kev, and I'm gonna go start another podcast and call it "Slice It Up." I mean, come on, man. At least get your own stuff, bro. Golly.
The pinky is the reverse. He just flipped around. Same font, slice it up.
Same background with the barbershop.
That's what I'm saying. And you just flipped it around and go in a different direction. Welcome to Slice It Up.
Slice it up. Snip, 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 snip.
All right, and then
Oh.
last hot take that will, and this one we might have to crack open a Bible for. All
Uh-oh.
right, someone I forgot, I saw it on TikTok, but basically someone made the statement.
That was
and
the
I'm like,
first mistake.
well, but actually I'm like, they're kind of right.
Okay, what's this?
They said again last week when we had our double episode with conversations with Crawleys,
Yeah.
and we talked about the Will Smith and Chris Rock slap, right?
Right. Right.
They made the statement, and I'll let you guys kind of ponder it. They made the statement that we saw two, maybe three demons being
Oh yeah.
being
Yeah.
publicized or being
Yeah.
outed publicly with that slap.
Yeah,
Jezebel
they
being
manifested.
encased in Jada, Ahab being encased in Will, and then I forgot the third one that they said, but basically shame and cowardice encased in Chris Rock. Thoughts?
Cowardice and Chris Rock.
Or shame? I think it was more shame.
No, I saw. Yeah, because I saw the cowardice coming from. Oh, I can't remember. Was it somebody put it on? Man, here's the problem with to me. Here's the problem with that um, take, because honestly, like I think one preacher actually put that out on social media, and everybody kind of took it and ran with it. I don't think all of a sudden the Church United in the United States all of a sudden came with this revelation that they've seen this thing. Seriously, I
Right.
think people just riding in and they were like, you know what, you're right. I'm gonna say something too. Uh, but Jezebel's main premise is that she usurps authority.
Right.
How is that a usurping of authority? That is my only question. We can go a whole lot deeper. You know, we can get psychoanalytical if we want to, and obviously that whatever Will was dealing with came from things way before that night. That's
Of
obvious.
course. Right.
But yeah, the idea that was, and then the other thing, Ahab is the one being defended,
Right.
not the one defending.
Right.
See, yeah, that's why I was like, if anything,
It doesn't
you
fit.
got it backwards.
Yeah, it doesn't fit.
Basically, Jezebel, because Jezebel is considered a female spirit, some people feel that it can only operate in females, and
But see,
not
that's the thing.
case.
Spirits don't have gender.
No, they don't.
That's not how that works.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. The characteristics are off. I can't agree with that
I
simply
don't-
because just the characteristics of coming from the word by itself are all the way off. Ahab doesn't step up. That's the point. Jezebel usurps his authority to gain something or to gain power for herself. None of that happened as a result of that slap.
That's true. That is true.
Again, this is just an example of people taking something that someone says and saying it that it's the truth when they don't know their Bible, when they don't know history, when they we've seen this over and over and over again. What it was is some dude, just like the dude we've been talking about, or some pastor needed a hot take, and then everybody's run with it, and it's not even remotely close to being right or fitting.
I don't even think, because I know who the pastor was, I don't even think he wanted a hot take. I think he was just dropping something off the fly. Like he didn't even really look into it. He just said something.
Yeah.
You know, but the other problem is if you don't know the level of your own influence, if you still think that your influence is in public is one size, and so that's the only size that you have, and don't realize how deep your following goes
Yes.
in social media land, which it's very easy to not know.
Right.
You know,
Especially if you're not motivated by it.
yeah, that's not your thing.
Right.
You know, if you will,
Right.
to watch it and follow it and see, you know, and track it and you know, do all the analytics and all. If that's not, yeah, you can easily misconceive how deep your influence goes, and as a result of that, man, you just you know, pop, 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 real quick, and the next thing you know, even if it's being repeated, even if it didn't go viral.
Right.
Right, and that for me, that's not even trying to tap into realizing how influential you are. It's just not understanding the power of technology.
Hmm.
I mean, that's what that is. I mean, we all know what word of mouth did, decades ago, but now that's why they call it going viral. But you got people that nobody knows anything about. Then boom, they're either infamous or they're famous,
Yeah.
and it's because of the power of technology. It
Right.
doesn't take much. It doesn't take long. So that's just people not understanding, not really that there's fear of influence, but not understanding the power of the technology that is around us. Um,
Ooh.
Morris said that's what happens when you get your
Ooh.
personal assistant by taking a 1 hour
Ooh.
online course. Listen,
Dang.
listen,
Where is the petty meter when we need it? That
listen.
is like,
we have to. There's got to be a software or something out there somewhere. We've got to
Yeah,
find
because
gotta
it.
find see
that hit the
something.
peak,
We
man.
that was
Yeah.
yeah
But
that was clipping.
but the other issue is, you got the other issue when someone reads that and they're like, ooh, and they decide to go to another platform,
Hmm.
That's my point.
and
Yeah.
their whole goal wasn't to reveal. Their goal was to get
Yes.
likes and
Get
That's
views.
the
whatever,
power of
Yep.
technology. That's my point. Yeah.
Yep.
So that's yeah. When I look at that, it's like no one slowed down long enough to really
Think about it.
analyze that statement.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
That's
what happens.
that's
Yeah.
not what we witnessed.
Mm-mm. Yeah.
The idea there's this idea that Ahab um, submitted to Jezebel, and he didn't.
Right.
He just refused to take authority.
Right.
Hmm.
He wanted. The other thing was he was basically a spoiled child. He wanted what he wanted, and yes, there was a. His whole thing is weakness of character,
Hmm.
weakness of
Hmm.
backbone, weakness. That is not what we saw.
That is not at all
Yeah.
That man threw his whole career away in 30 seconds. That is
gone.
By
not
the
weakness.
by the way, I'm gonna need them to get that figured out because I want a Bad Boys 4.
So here's my question: what does resigning from the academy mean? He's not going to make any more movies. Is that what that means?
I think
No,
it means that
that's not what that
he's
means.
no. I think it just means that he's not included in
He can't be his work can't be
consideration.
included right into the consideration, and the Oscars are a big deal when it comes to
Oh
promotion.
yeah, I get that. Yeah,
Yeah. So yeah,
that
his
means yeah, people don't want to work on a film that's not going to get acknowledged by the academy.
you're gonna have a hard time pulling off projects with A-lister
Right.
actors,
And getting funding.
A-list staff.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and getting funding. Yeah,
Producers, directors. It's going
that
to be very, very
yeah,
difficult.
the people that do the CSEs and the CSAs and all them,
All of
the
that. Yeah.
staffing, the talent,
Yeah.
all. Yeah, I got you.
And so, projects, I read that today, projects have already been, Netflix has slowed down on a project that he was doing, and
Yeah,
another project that he had in the works came to a screeching halt, as a result of that. And I really believe it wasn't because of the slap. I believe it was because of the resignation.
Well, okay. So here's the thing. I just looked up. What does resigning from the academy mean? Basically, it means that they no longer have voting rights. They also no longer get access to academy screenings of films to watch before voting. And also, it's customary that the prior year's winner, especially in acting categories, presents the award to the following year's winner. So he's not going to be
and
asked
that's
to
it.
present next year. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Um,
So it has nothing to do with staffing for future movies or anything like that, and
that
Well, they
I
wouldn't control that.
casting, and
They wouldn't control that. That would just be an aftermath result because the Academy doesn't control that. They don't.
right.
It is literally just the honor
and so
of
it has
the
nothing to do with what
finished
I
product.
said then, that the work's not being considered for
No.
nomination. So okay, so then
So he could still, for example, he could do Ali 2, and it could still be, if it was great enough, it could still be considered. They probably wouldn't consider him for best actor or anything, but anybody else attached to the film, they're still going to get the consideration if the movie was there. Even if
so
the
there's
quality was there. So
so
there's
the
not
so
a there's not a like a contamination of him as far as him acting in movies, and now it contaminates everybody that's around him in that movie. There's none of that.
So my question is, why have these projects come to a halt? Is it because he resigned, or is it because of just what is attached to him right now? I don't think
it's just because what's attached to him now. So
okay, so it has nothing to do with him resigning from the academy. Then.
No.
Okay, all right, that makes more sense to me.
Now, the other question is, and because we're gonna have to wrap up soon, but the other question and something that I don't agree with is there's the thought that they may try and take away his Oscar. And again, if you're gonna take away his Oscar, there are some pedophiles who need their Oscars taken away.
There's a whole lot of people that need their Oscar. They're not going to do that. That's not going to happen.
Well, but again.
It's a whole lot of Grammys that need to be taken away. It's a whole lot of Emmys that need to be taken away.
There's a difference between Will Smith and, let's say, a Roman Polanski. And I'm just going to say it starts with an M, ends with an N, and there's an element in the middle there.
There's an element.
An element. I mean, they didn't even take Michael English's Dove Awards. He gave them back when, that whole adultery thing. And they're still sitting somewhere in the closet. And they're there for him to get if he ever wants them back. So, no.
Didn't they take Sandy Patty's?
No, they didn't take Sandy Patty's. Not that I know of.
Y'all are bringing out the old school CCM.
Oh, he went to Michael English.
Down the Via Dolorosa, called the way of suffering.
Some of the audience is like, Sandy who?
Sandy what? Who? Krabby Patties? What?
Right.
We're talking SpongeBob up in here? What? Yeah.
All right. So, yeah.
All right, well, listen, we've reached our time. We've covered a gamut of things, most notably the fact that LeBron and the Lakers are at the bottom of the Western Conference.
You're terrible, man.
The bottom.
Hey, I gotta say one thing.
How long has it since they've been that low?
Hey, I gotta say it's not even about LeBron, but it's about basketball. And I hate that I'm saying this though, man. That AT&T commercial with Melo Ball and LeVar Ball, I'm sorry, I love it to pieces, man. Have y'all?
Yes.
He says, "There he is.
That's my boy.
Boy can do anything." I don't know. I absolutely love it. I don't have no idea why.
Yeah.
But anyway, sorry.
All right. So listen, that's it for this episode of Chop It Up. We are over our time. But again, we're here every Tuesday. Have a great one. We'll see you next time. Be blessed.
Squares unite.